Yeah, watch your.
That's a good shot right there.
It is. It's nice. And whenever you're ready, we're good. Okay.
Yeah, well, you know, say Nature Coast, and it's kind of more of a pun that people came up with in Florida. When they say Nature Coast, you have like the Treasure Coast, the Forgotten Coast, and all that. But you know, the Nature Coast, what we have is just a lot of big preserves. You got the Chesapeake National Wildlife Refuge, which it's kind of, I think it's 14 square miles of just pristine Florida wilderness set aside for the enjoyment of everybody. But then you also have a lot of hunting. You got Gulf Hammock Wildlife Management Area, Goethe State Forest, and all these areas. You know, and it is nature. You know, you can drive down the road and see deer. You could go and hunt. You know, and there's places like where my hunting camp is, north of here in Levy County. We're so far back in there that, you know, you could go and hunt deer in front of my cabin, and I can hike out back and go get oysters and redfish. You know, that's real wilderness. That's you can't get any closer to seeing, you know, the real Florida than you can in this area. And it's kind of, you know, we don't have sand beaches like on the East Coast because the Gulf is you know, kind of a shallow sea. So that's why we have a lot of trees and oaks and cedars. And back through time, this area was logged extensively for the cedar, and you know, that's why, you know, it's kind of forgotten about logging days in Florida, and then the mullet fishery and everything like that, which brought people in because they lived off the natural resources and made their living doing that. And that's kind of what, I guess, the name Nature Coast is here.
Let him come back.
Do what?
Let him come back.
He's already gone. You know, talking about like people like Edison and Grover Cleveland and these guys, you know, prominent, wealthy Americans that were coming here since the early 1900s.